evil obsession of Bruce Springsteen. I guess. So Anya, I did a lovely concert there, and then so I came here to do this. And then on this Thursday, I go to Seattle, on the west coast of America, in Seattle, Portland, and what I'm really excited about is a place called Bend. I thought it was called Bend Over, but it's not. Bend Over. That's a prison dance, I think. It's a place called Bend, Oregon, and if you know the movie The Shining, so there's a little moment at the start where it's shot around a little part of Oregon, not the hotel itself, but the kind of landscape, and I'd been there before, and in classic kind of Irish. My tour manager at the time was this Irish guy, a little bit of a maniac, which is needed on the road. And we were driving along. It was in winter time, and we had this little rental car, very cute, very red. We looked like a nice couple, and which we weren't, but we looked like a nice couple. And we drove out of LA, so of course everyone thought we were, a gay couple from LA and whatever. So it gets a little hillbilly up into Oregon and whatever. So we're driving, and it said the little sign that Irish people, of course, we'd ignore. It said, at a certain point you need to put on your chains on the wheels for the ice, snow up there and whatever, right? So in winter time things get snowy, and we utterly ignored it. We weren't even sure we had chains in the car, the rental. And we got higher and higher, and then we started to see, buses kind of moving around on the road with no chains, and they were pulling off and putting chains on. And we kept going. I was like, fuck, it's grand. This little car, we were sailing. Along up this mountain. And then when we came off the road and crashed, that was the moment when I suggested that maybe we put the chains on the wheel. Incredible. But so that's my memory of. So I do that again. I visit Portland again, which will be very exciting. And I think on that trip, I have an album called Ghosts, and. My tour, there was a promoter, kind of a booker guy who, I meet a lot of insane people, as you'll probably kind of gather from all of these stories. But he was a promoter and a booker, this guy, and I didn't realize it at the time. But he booked me a gig in his hometown in Orlando, Florida, and the reason he booked me a gig in his hometown in Orlando, Florida, was that he was under house arrest. So he couldn't go anywhere else, and he had the tag. What is that called? The ankle bracelet. You know, when they arrest you, it's like Tony Soprano. There he was in his house. So I did a gig, and I went back to his place, and he was fucking crazy. He really was. He was really crazy, and. So I wrote this song there. I don't know how I did. I just kind of I locked myself away from him. Yeah. But he got me a gig, and that was the reason for Orlando. He got me this kind of dodgy gig, and I went on before Mickey Mouse. I went on. It was Disney on Ice. Disney on Ice, and horrendous gig, absolutely horrendous. And when I met all of the people, Goofy, it's ridiculous, they were all crazy. They were all doing drugs. They were all incredible. Yeah. You kind of figure, could you imagine 6 months of the year living in Orlando in kind of like a gated community, almost like a prison? Of course you'd need drugs. Just to get up in the morning. Yeah. Just to get up in the morning and do the gig. And sweating in the furry outfits and Mickey Mouse and Minnie, and but they were great fun. the kids hated me. I went on in front of maybe 1,000 children, and they were very distressed. Oh, hello. Do you have a cat?
We have a cat.
Does he want to go out?
Might do. Liam, will you let her out?
She's like, I don't care who you are.
She rules the house.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. She go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the creaking of the floorboards is just the cat moving around.
I actually thought there was someone in the kitchen who...
Yeah, I heard the kids.
Yeah. I thought it was someone who was too embarrassed to come in late.